Oh, hello there, gamers. It's the channel update time. I have been so incredibly inconsistent with YouTube uploading, all that stuff, and I think it's time, at least for me, I feel like it's the right time to talk about what the fuck I've been doing, where the fuck I've been, what I'm planning, all that good shit. I'm gonna have some Isaac in the background. This run was fucking crazy. So at least you have something to watch in the background if you decide to just sit down and watch this. But anyway, channel updates, they're completely unscripted. I speak about what's been going on, where I've been usually, because usually whenever I do a channel update is after a long absence. And that's definitely what happened right now. Okay, I have some notes on my screen, but completely unscripted. Let's just get straight into what I have to do. It was going incredibly well since my last channel update. Last time I did a channel update was when I got 1000 demons, and after achieving a milestone I wanted to get for a long time, I thought it was a good idea to talk about what I wanted to do next, right? And since then, I think I got most of my plans pretty solid. I started creating a little bit more. Well, I say a little bit more, I made one extra part in a level that's still to come out, yeah, but it is finished. And I'm in 2 more collabs now. We'll get into that later, but I was creating more. I did lots more levels I love, and they were getting increasingly more in depth. I did how many? 11 since the channel update, bringing the current total to 24. I started a new series in Creators I Love, which is just creator analyses. The All Story video was incredibly fun to do, probably because his level, probably because his list of levels were like really small. I could easily analyze what he was doing, but still, it was fun to do, and it is a series I want to get back into doing in the future. Also, I was doing a project, well, not a project, I was working towards a goal that I wanted to achieve for a long time, and that was get a list demon. I uploaded 6 months ago Omicron 62 to 100, and then a couple days after that I got 53%, and ever since then I completely stopped playing it because of burnout. It sucks, doesn't it, burnout? My stream was picking up quite a bit, but I decided to completely cut the stream content because I was grinding for GD mod, and then we all know how that worked out because I took a long absence, okay? I feel like everything I was doing since the channel update and the 3 months since that channel update was really, really cool, really productive, and definitely a step in the right direction. What the fuck went wrong? After November 1st, I had a 2-week holiday from work, and I was going to use that time to be as productive as possible. That didn't happen. I don't know, it was a combination of what was happening online and in real life and stuff like that, but I just had a huge mental breakdown, essentially. Depression controlled that holiday, and I was able to push out some things that I had in the works. I got the Azimuth level uploaded, I got Empty by Vanxis uploaded, and that was it. And I was just emotionally dead for a month. It wasn't until late December that I started to get back into it, where I was playing, I was playing Jam Factory, and I felt that I had a lot to speak about, so I did. I uploaded the Jam Factory review in late January, and then I dipped again. That was 3 months ago now. What happened in January? Something that I will get into a bit later, but I made a horrible mistake that completely shut me down for months, and I'm only just getting out of it now. So, seasonal depression combined with my own mistakes, etc, 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 that is going to make me unproductive. It's going to make me incredibly depressed. I'm going to waste a lot of time doing nothing. That's exactly what happened. That's where I was. So now that I'm getting back out of that slump, I'm starting to forgive myself for my mistakes a little bit. What's going to happen now going forward? Levels I love staying because I like doing this. And it's going to be a bit different. It's going to have a new formula. I'm going to really work. The current Levels of Love format is... It was really good at practicing my script writing and practicing my analytical brain in analysing a level as it is. But it lacks the personality that I wanted to inject into it. Some of the later ones, especially the Jam Factory, I started injecting a little bit of personality into it. But it wasn't enough, so I decided, I took a long break, I'm going to come back and I get to restructure the formula as I wish. And that's what I'm going to try to do. I do have a script fully written for Cosmic Salad by Skyla, and it is very different from anything else I've ever done. It was a lot of fun to write. It still maintains the analytical side, but with a bit more banter and a bit more personality injected into it, and I hope it does well. I don't expect it to do well because I was away for months, but what can you do? There's going to be a bit of rebuilding. Speaking of things I did do, creators I love will definitely stick around. I want to do one on Tuffy, one on Howard, etc, etc, because these are awesome guys who'd make awesome levels, and I'm sure the more I do, the more my work ethic improves. I just completely blanked for a second. As my work ethic improves, the more likely I am to be able to better articulate what I'm thinking for other creators who I do enjoy, but maybe right now, at least in this position I'm in right now, I'm able to talk up as highly as I could in the future, is what I mean. Sorry, not having a script is bullshit. Also, some of the levels that I have a small list here of what I want to do a levels level on. Celestial Caverns, Mythical, by Bali, that's an old one. Air Supply, Spacetime, Tempest, and Tabasco by Talia still in the back of my mind. So I do have a definitive list to come back to. It's just a matter of when will I get off my ass and do it. Live streaming. Live streaming was really, really fun. And I killed all of my momentum with my stream because it was starting to pick up a little bit. I killed it all chasing a dream, and it was a fun dream to chase. But depression killed everything in the water. It was unfortunate. I did try to stream a couple weeks ago. I just to make sure that everything was running fine, just to make sure that my PC could still handle it. Of course it can, because it's pretty good. And just to see if I still enjoy it. Obviously no one tuned in, probably because I was playing Isaac, not because I was playing GD, but also because I was away for months now. It's been 6 to 8 months since I last streamed. Geometry Dash, that is. It's really unfortunate, because I do enjoy streaming. It was my favourite thing to do, and I decided not to, because why? I don't know, I'm stupid. I will, once I get back into the GD grind, once I get a taste for the content creation, once I get a real enjoyment out of GD as a game again, I'll come back to streaming. More demon grinding, more insane demons. This is thing that I did anyway, and it was a lot of fun to do. That's the plan, at least, with my stream. There was also a time last year where I was coming out of the November depression, seasonal depression, very fun, where I was playing, it wasn't really a game, it was a game called Kind Words on Steam. It's just essentially a cyberspace where you can type a message into the void, and other people will respond to your message with support and positivity. Kind words only in this environment, and it helped me in those depressive times. And I had an idea to do a commentary on it, kind of inspired by Hiavel and his video on visual novels. Was it Slice of Lives? Maybe both? Slice of Life. Slice of Life, yeah. Inspired by Hiavel's video on Slice of Life animes and why they are so popular in Japan. Analysing the gameplay loop of Kind Words and why I liked it, why I thought it was an incredibly fascinating concept for a game. And I didn't really do anything on it, probably because depression, very fun. But I do have the script plans highlighted in my notes, so it's definitely something that I could look into doing in the future once I get back into the swing of things. Okay, two more things highlighted here that I didn't really expand on in my notes on the other screen. Creating and Omicron. I wanted to do a lot of creating, but I'm just scared of other people's opinions, really. Really, that's what it comes down to. It's a huge history of personal issues that were stemmed through childhood upbringing and stuff like that, where me being able to make something is incredibly difficult because I'm too scared of what other people think. It's not fun. And the last point I'm going to talk about will hopefully make this section, well, this creating thing, a bit easier for me to stomach and conceptualize, just as I'm building for fun, because it is fun. But I do want to create more, and I am in 2 collabs now. I was supposed to be building something tonight for one of them, and the other one is kind of dead in the water right now, but I still want to build on it because even if the level doesn't take off, I still have all the ideas there and I still get the experience from building something in the first place, which is all net positive. As for Omicron, I would want to be an extreme demon. Mid-December last year, I written down the list of goals to achieve for 2022, and on that list was do a list demon, at least one, so essentially get list points. I don't really care too much. If I could just beat Omicron, which I probably do because I was quite close to beating it when I was playing it extensively. Is it still on the list? Hold on, is it still on the list? $118, it is still on the list, so I will still get points. Very cool. Yeah, those are 2 things that I will probably get back into once I get into Geometry Dash as a game again. It's... I don't know. Yeah, the main priority is getting the content creation back up and running. Scripted analyses and streaming are the 2 things that need to come back off the ground, and then I can piece together everything else as I go. Which leads me to my last and final point. The main reason for this update. I'm not going to talk about future ideas because the main thing I need to do first is to get what I do have up and running again. Then I can think about branching out. There's a huge change that I want to do to kind of symbolize moving on from everything that happened since the new year. I touched on this briefly. I made a huge mistake in late January, which hurt a friend and shocked another, and that shut me down completely. And I didn't want to do anything productive because I didn't feel like I deserved to. Even like the other 2 people as far as I know, they don't actually care about that situation anymore. I still did and still do to an extent. But just like laying in bed in my free time doing nothing, trying, is not going to solve anything now, is it? So that's why I'm mainly why I'm doing this channel update, to tell myself I am ready to move on. I am ready to change and improve and be better as a person. And that is where this change comes in, as a metaphorical moving on and a metaphorical, I don't want to say a promise, but like, this change is me telling I am willing to be a different, better person for everyone, and that is a name change. Now, of course, Skyla is my name, it's my legal name. I chose it, so I like it. And to a lot of people, I will still be Skyla, and that's fine. But this is more of an alias, which will be my username on YouTube, Discord, stream, Twitter, all that stuff. Just to separate my real life personality from my online shenanigans. Because big reason why I made the mistake in the first place is because there's a nice little blur between real life and online, in terms of my relationships, my friendships, and I feel like having an online username would help me better differentiate who I am when I am that sort of like that type of thing. I might sound really scuffed hearing it, but I think it would do a lot of good for me. And also, it's just nice to have an alias. It gives me a nice little... It feels like an extra layer of security from harassment, trolls, etc, etc, etc. Anyway, that name is Cherish. So, with this video going live, I will be called Cherish, I guess. It's still kind of surreal to me. I changed it on Discord a couple days ago, and everyone that did notice, I was taking good to it. That wasn't a lot of people because I've been absent for months, but I am wanting to improve and return in a healthy way, and I think being honest with myself and honest with everyone else is the best way to do it, instead of just like pretend that nothing ever happened. That's just like an asshole move in my opinion. So yeah, a name change to symbolize moving onward and to be a metaphorical different person while online. Try and be better for everyone else. That's what I want to do with it, and that's why I'm doing this. Okay, that was very rambly. I'm not used to this. I haven't spoken in front of my microphone for months, but I think this is a good way to get back into it. To summarize, a new Levels of Love formula, injecting some personality into my scripts. Creators of Love will stick around. Needs a little bit more time before that's back up and running, probably. I will stream once I enjoy Geometry Dash as a game again. That'll probably manifest once I get into scripting again and making videos again. As will creating and Extreme Demon, practicing, improving my skill in general. And to help me achieve those goals, I have a new username, Cherish, to differentiate my in real life and online persona. That's really it. It's the thing, I'm talking on Audacity right now. It's 20 minutes and the Isaac run is 40 minutes, so I guess there may be a few minutes to spare before the end of this video. You can just like watch the end of the run if you wish, but I don't have anything else to say, so Thank you for listening. I'm sorry to those who I affected. I really do want to change and improve for everyone's behalf, but mostly for your behalf. That is, if the people who are affected are watching this at all. And I really hope to see you in a stream, a scripted video in the future. It all depends on me and my own self-discipline. But I will really, really work hard to try and not let defeatism win again. Thank you.